Okay. This time, I'm really gonna do her story quest. After, spend some resin. I'm gonna do Team
What is
Team
the
Grandma.
situation? What's happening?
All extremely old women.
Shine down! Show them. Right here. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge. Do this. God, insect. Where are you? There is no escape. Come on out. Right now. Emerge. Born of ice and frost. Winter shall eventually come. We're way behind schedule. This realm is... If you ever...
The one before you is known as Jade Seeker.
Hi
One travels
again.
far and
Hi again.
Encounter...
Sorry, my throat was pretty effed. As always. I did. Thank you. Would you like to share what you're eating? Wait, what is this? Toy seller. I have one. Do I need another one? Oh, it won't even let me. Okie doke. Pasta with garlic red sauce and Italian sausage? My god.
Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time.
That sounds incredibly ideal.
Oh, hey, Horshin.
thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated.
What's wrong?
It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days. He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me? He seems very fond of you, too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, so Brabilis Orcus chapter, Act 1. Fun fact. This tea house, since day one the game launched, has always had security guards, which I remember discovering way back then and being like, wait, why does a tea house need security guards? And for the longest time, nobody ever knew. Well, we're about to find out. Yeah, if I could figure out where to go. Oop, upstairs, okay.
Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
Well, we're more concerned about you, Uncle Tian.
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite alright. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Wait, why would you say... What would... There's just one more name.
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone
never mind. There's not. There's
exceptionally
more.
capable to act
I
on my
forgot.
behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
Wait, is not you?
What do you think?
Alright.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Alright then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Yeah.
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead.
This guy talks way too
Meet me on
slow.
the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house. You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
I guess that explains it.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingguo, and Zhi.
Cool. What's up, Velko? The way she pronounced that last one was crazy.
Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingguo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Thanks for coming.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion.
And bun.
All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Is it faster? Yeah. Falling is faster than climbing. Uh-oh.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh,
This guy's out.
I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
This guy's probably out as well.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
Hat guy, dude. He is so in.
Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Oh, them?
We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
Dude, does this quest suck or
I'll be
what?
waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Wait. When I'm done, I don't... This is your job, lady. Okay, domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. Greater good means a world that works for everyone. Okay, Mingbo is pretty good. Commercial issues. Penetrating analysis. His view seems to be regulations and incentives are both indispensable. GE. Foreign affairs. Checks and balances. Problem solving. It's concise and clear solutions to various problems. So I think you have time to skim through it roughly. Well, I already forgot what the first guy was.
Right here.
Finished, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
And what do you think?
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you 2 are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces.
First of all, you're right. What am I doing here? This is not my job.
I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Your communication
Cloud
skills.
Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very at public speaking.
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
Is he like unbearably perfect?
He was a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
I agree.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings.
Lollipopper, what up, man? What up, Seth? Is your name Seth? I thought your name was John. Long time no see. Well, I suppose I saw you in Valko's chat.
Mingboa's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented.
It's a meme? Aw, shit. So you're saying your name is John?
But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingboa is not very articulate and comes across as very
I
timid
did,
in
didn't I?
conversation.
What a pal.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Last but not
No
least,
thanks, I'll stick to
Zhuri.
John. Thank you,
His
though.
manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each
I'm
and
kidding, I'm
every
kidding.
area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people.
Coral.
But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhuri take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and
My
report to
name
Uncle Tien.
is Lolly. What up, John? Living. Yeah. That is our curse. Our curse to bear. Our curse to desire. Life. Someone tells me you were playing Midnight Fight Express. I played it last night, the demo. What did you think? Oh, you played Angerfoot? My apologies, I got them mixed up. I'm playing Angerfoot next. I thought you played, the other one. Well, okay. Don't tell me what you felt about Anger. Okay. Sick. It looks really good to me, so I'm pretty excited to give it a try. Turn down the music a little. Okay. Pro tips. To rave all the time? Yes.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Alright, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past, but Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Yeah, I got those vibes for sure.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Juri, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking.
Oh, cool. So, wait. You... Just the demo, right? Yeah, because the full game, I imagine, is not even out?
The young are growing up, and I am growing old.
Okay.
How time flies. No one can escape the cycle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Foot-ish?
Oh, you. There's really
It's probably
no
gonna
need
take
to
me
console
longer.
me.
I'm really
Having less
slow at
energy
learning.
than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tian.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Mmm, sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm sure.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment.
Yeah, dude, religiously.
Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision.
ZZZ.
After a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities.
I wouldn't say I'm hyped for it, but I'm gonna try it for sure.
Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
No, I don't believe it's same at all.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself.
At least not the impression I get from it.
It's gonna be Jerry, right?
But I feel like their trailers are just so shitty to me. I hate them. You don't get a grasp of what the game is. They just show cool like animations and attacks, and like okay, but what am I doing as a player? And both of their trailers so far do not show you, and it's been super annoying to me, which is probably why my hype level is extremely low.
Manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
Obviously, you know, wonderful character designs. Everyone's either super hot or an animal,
No, nothing
which
like that.
to some people
The
is
assessment
super
itself
hot.
complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
Genshin but city.
The
If it
biggest
is
role
that,
in intelligence work is to only get
I think I would
information
like
from
it.
the person's interests themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels.
I think Genshin combat is wonderful. With how complex it can get when you want it to. But I don't think in ZZZ, I don't think you're running around with a party of 4.
For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Look at these nerds.
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
It has a name. It's called Bang Boo. Yes, literally one letter off from the other thing we all know and love.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he alright?
I'm not even kidding,
He
dude.
can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingboa's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Jur-E, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
So what's that, Lollipopper, man? What do you think of Summer Games Fest so far? What you been up to lately? Haven't had a conversation in a long ass time. It's crazy, I'm still flabbergasted by the beauty of this city. What a nerd I am.
Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Oh. Yeah, I think I saw you mention you're no longer there. But it sounds like you're no longer there because you don't want to be.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
So hopefully it was on your terms. If not, you know, wishing the best for you. In other news, anything from Summer Games Fest pop out to you? Stand out to you, rather?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsettias ever. You won't find
A lot of shit?
anyone who
Hell yeah.
disputes that.
I'll just get this one out of the way. Callisto Protocol, dude.
I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet.
Look at this guy's smug face.
If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
This guy's face is so good.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
It's not that I don't like them. Games like RE2 Remake, like, I love watching that shit. I'll never play it. But man, is it a freaking sick game. No, I'm still a scaredy cat. Second Life is the name of a store in this game. I know it's... I don't know if they did it on purpose or what, but I don't think there's any relation at all. Not even, like, jokingly.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsettias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
I have more than enough in my bag, dude.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community.
Lucky Squire. Also, arguably one of the best showing games of the event so far.
One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique...
Yeah, I enjoyed Skate Story's trailer a lot. I don't know if that was like the in-game camera, but whatever that was, it looked fantastic. The song was also really nice. The visual style is very unique. I don't know how into it I am, but I didn't hate it. And obviously, yeah, gotta wonder how it plays.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Yelan. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract.
So
And
they've got an
don't
uphill
try and
battle.
cut me out of this. Hey!
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Why didn't he say anything?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless
Osmint
extravagance.
this wine?
So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shibu
High
Antiques
quality
whenever
fakes.
it's convenient.
Sounds like he's trying to scam
What's the
somebody,
hurry?
if you ask me.
Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
Huh? Oh, dang it. Is this Assassin's
Try
Creed?
not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
I'm not gonna lose my target, you dumb game.
So, you were looking to
He's
buy
literally
a wineware
right
set?
there.
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying
And
to
yet,
con you. I trust you understand our
must
shop
skate.
quite well?
Oh, I can crouch. I can dive.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then.
Animal well
Come and
looks and
collect it at
sounds
Shibu
really cool.
Antiques whenever it's convenient.
The visuals is actually what I was not into personally. But I think I might play it. Just because of how
Thank you
it
very much, Miss
sounds.
Linlong.
The pitch
It's my
the developer
pleasure, Mr.
gave,
Jur-E. These
I was really
days,
into
it's
it.
quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
I can't tell if you're trolling when you say that, M-Bun.
Jur-E seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Jur-E's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to? Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Jur-E because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Yeah, Cult of the Lamb I think looks good. But it keeps being brought up to me that the combat itself doesn't look very fun.
You'll be able to try all the finest food for
I think they
free.
just do really
How does that
cool
sound?
animated trailers, which might be true, but I'm not sure, obviously. I'm probably gonna be watching a friend play it anyway.
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
True, yeah. A lot of games have wonky combat, but the entirety of them makes up for it. I don't really know how Don't Starve plays either, but I don't know. I think Cult of the Lamb is gonna perform well. Not incredibly, but probably pretty good. Expecting Microsoft to have good, smaller surprises tomorrow. In 2
Wharf is
days,
as
right?
busy as ever.
Not tomorrow.
I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Okay, I just want to get it straight. Just want to get it straight in case I had it wrong in my head. Nope, no biggie.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
Bear and Breakfast does look really cool. Probably also not a game for me, but looks cute. Looks like they're doing exactly what they want.
We've heard about this young man called Zhi, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Ah, yes, Jury. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
It looks very quirky and charming.
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs along.
Bear named Hank, dude. So good.
How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why is that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but
what is he up to?
Nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
They hinted at like that other side thing in like that purple cave area. It's pretty funny.
Tell me, will I find the right girl?
Love life?
Game, what do you want from me? Oh. Cheese? Oh no, that was cool. What the hell was that? Bears shit where they sleep. Is that? Are you serious? Is that their intent when they keep doing that in the trailer? There's no way.
Tell me.
I mean, I think most animals like can put it together.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000.
Wait, that's a ripoff.
You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Speak of the devil.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
We're from the SFPR.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research.
Fisher
I haven't
Price.
done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to
Hi,
conduct a
Hank.
simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know.
No, I haven't done Elden Ring yet, and maybe he never will. At this rate.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him.
There's like when he was young, his alcoholic father owed a huge debt.
He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head.
I don't know. It feels like a slower rate to me. It's been over a month.
And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, Bloodborne took like 9 months to accomplish.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Back then I streamed 3 or 4 days a week.
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him.
I imagine we're like 1/10.
I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts
almost
most
2
people
tenths.
to shame.
That's not bad.
And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
I think it's been around 35 days, give or take. Probably less. Between 31 and 40.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
Days.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay.
Maybe. I do stream a lot more, so could be it.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
I mean, it's a white lie.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example,
Does he have a knife?
I can't remember. Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this.
Is that a Star Wars thing?
Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Jury in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Jury stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you,
Vampire
ma'am.
Survivor? No, I have not.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Is that different from the game that something V?
Any of that sounds strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about it? Ji seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
It's not like V Rising. Oh. Wait.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor.
I have
None of
no
these
idea
are
what this
recent
game
events.
is.
So why are these stories only going around?
Is this
now?
not is it not
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
what was the game, the Viking game that came out last year that was ultra popular for a couple months?
Of course, if that's all there was to it.
Is
I
it
wouldn't
not like
look into
that
it
except
any
you're
further.
vampires?
Jur-E was born
Or is
into a
that V
poor
Rising?
family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you
Yeah,
remember what Uncle
Valheim.
Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
So someone's helping him.
Right. And that changes everything. It could mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu Xixing. That's the worst-case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the
How
truth.
about I double dog dare you to link me a trailer?
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Jiri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Oh, this. Yeah, I've seen so many people play this. Wait, that's not what Valheim's like? It doesn't... No, I was kidding about the Valheim thing. I know that's not Valheim. It doesn't even look fun. I mean, obviously it's fun. I don't think it would have blown up otherwise. Because I don't think there's any reason it would. Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of people play that. I just never paid it any attention. Nah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna rule it out. At least giving it a try. But for now.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics.
Maybe
Looking
some
for
other
details
time.
that don't add up would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2
$3?
piles.
Holy moly.
You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads... Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Buddy half queso just went live. Oh, playing ukulele. Oops, I have his channel open too. Better close that for now while I'm streaming.
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
I mean, I'd rather pay for it so it's in my Steam library, to be honest. So... You're so petty. That was a really funny sentence. She is Ningguang's secret informant, so I figured that would be a cool photo.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. Suggest a special patrol unit, deal with sea monsters, covers various issues related to coastal defense. Folklore suggests Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. Due to obstacles hindering the excavation operation in the chasm, many projects have been called off. Blackett Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time, given the first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Treacherous terrain around Huaguang, Stone Forest, and Qingyun Peak. Weak transport links. Sheer mountain peaks connected only by rope bridges. Dangerous to walk on. And wholly unsuited to the transportation of goods. Oh my god. PS1 is like what, 99, dude? Sorry, no, 90 5? 96? 97? That's crazy, dude.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache. Let's take a break.
M-Bun?
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with
Am I
somebody,
quiet?
he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Sorry.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
Wait, do you mean like my volume's low or I don't talk a lot?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
You... whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbua.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers.
But V Rising is Valheim vampire, right?
But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
No, because you're already in civilization.
In your opinion,
From what I
was the
gather,
Ministry of
based on
Civil
conversations
Affairs'
I
appraisal of
hear,
Mingbua at all
aka
exaggerated?
Easy Allies.
I don't believe so. Mingbua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbua gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Oh, so bright.
By that.
The sun is shining on her.
Get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Dude, I am not paying attention to this story.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
I don't care about any of this, dude. I'm sorry, game.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan. Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheongshu Pool.
It's kind of a cool shot. It makes them look like toys.
A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive.
I even asked you what you meant. I was like, oh, is my volume low? I'm sorry. And then I was like, wait, do you mean I'm not talking a lot? But you just never said anything. So I thought you were joking in some kind of manner.
The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions.
Dude, Lollipopper, do you still have N what?
Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto? Oh yeah! Jur-E said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now?
The emotes.
That makes everything
ANNE
much clearer.
WHAT.
So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheongshu Pool.
Does that mean the
It's been so
Blackcliff
long.
Forge is
I need to
Jur-E's
see that
biggest
emote.
supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present.
Aw, man.
They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Shenwei and Mingbua both turned out to be completely different than what we thought. What about Jur-E?
Terrain. This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
This is the Black Cliff Forge? I thought that was somewhere else. Nothing of note, nothing of note. Payday, 3 recruits. Very skilled. Team leader, nothing of note.
What's this? A diary?
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Black Cliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
Yes, dude. Arcane. One of the best pieces of media content I've ever seen. In various regards. Incredible. That show was incredibly hyped up. And I decided to give it a shot because of that. And even then, it blew my expectations out of the water. It's hard to explain that to people. Especially when you're someone like me that tends to exaggerate. Or at least tends to love things easily. People just kind of like, okay, Dave. Hi, Kitsune Amayori.
So, who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
How wrong we were, dude. And I'm happy I was wrong, because, Jesus, what a show.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other.
I wonder if it's going to be something as simple as treasure hoarders, or if it'll go deeper like Fatui.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else. Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
They went that way.
My god, I haven't approached this place from the outside in over a year. It looks cool.
Huh. These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Off the beaten path.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Compacted mud. Stripes in the dirt were likely made by a bamboo mat. It means someone slept here. Bamboo mat is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Fire that burned out not long ago. Been a fight, maybe. Root pit.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else, to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where our trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions
Oh my god.
produce different odors when they're burned.
Really? Pilot can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
I smell a very gentle fragrance.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but
Snezhnaya.
ice as far as the eye can see.
Oh.
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing.
That's cute.
When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Snezhnaya.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Most likely the Fatui.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Huh?
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions?
Catch him red-handed.
Not a bad idea. Upe, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Juri, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
He'll slip up. Oh, I think I just killed my Ningguang.
Is this
No.
Every journey has its final day. Don't run.
Shut up, Zhongli.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over.
Ouch. Jeez.
In contrast, Juri is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Juri to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced.
No stray fans in chat. Get out of here with that.
In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Juri, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tian proud.
Okay, so what is your thoughts on Stray, Lollipopper?
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Juri seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Big
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
ability to control his ego.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, NBK. How are you?
Finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Juri has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Well, I know you haven't been around lately, Lollipopper, but I have expressed massive disinterest. And perhaps even...
Juri really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
aggressive
But everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
and antagonistic thoughts on Stray. So we did our Fantasy Critic League thing, and we watched trailers, and I came to the conclusion that the game looks bad. And yet, everyone is, like, so hyped for it. And I'm being extremely toxic about it. So I was just curious how you felt about it. No, I mean, I didn't say you're not contributing fast enough.
Lost him.
I just said progress felt slow. It's rare to see me talk toxic about any game. I mean, it's not serious. It's all... It's all in the... It's all for entertainment, I guess.
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's sportness? I guess Juri didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how
Oh
he's
my
wired.
god. It'd be pretty funny to
Sense when he's being watched.
have a goal or something, a stretch goal or whatever, to make me play Stray. I'm a joyless shell of a person now. I'm hollow. Night.
How?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by
Fuck
Uncle
the
Tian
real
himself.
world.
Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What is Snitch? Lilo? Do I want to see it? What? What is it? I don't want to answer until you tell me what it is. This is bait. Surely somebody would have said something to me.
I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today.
It's a
so far.
reveal spoiler?
Another option would have been to arrest him there and then. But without
There's
any
a
evidence,
leak?
that would have been meaningless.
Oh my god, yeah, don't. Okay, don't. Don't. Ugh, I'm gonna end up seeing it on accident one day. I just know it. Fuck. Wait, like a character reveal? Or a release date reveal? No, it's coming up soon in one of the events, isn't it? That kind of reveal. Oh shit. I don't know if my heart can take it. What am I even living for after this game already happens? What is the point? Wait, Hollow Knight backpack in Fortnightly? Why does that sound like not a joke? It sounds like not a joke. Oh my god. Oh dear. Sorry Kitsune, I'm just panicking about Hollow Knight Silk Song.
So I stopped Dupe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Hollow Knight Silk Song, dude. Wait. I figure I want to know what show it's gonna be in, right? Oh, wait. Nintendo still needs to do a thing. Oh, fudge. Oh, that sounds like you don't know. Dude, is Hollow Knight even on store? Dude, what a pickup for Microsoft. Even though they're not publishing it or anything.
Same as I remember.
That is totally something they would pay for to have in their show. Wait, I can't. Okay, here we go. Dude, the Ghost Simulator trailer, I loved that shit. Is Hollow Knight even on this? Hollow Knight isn't even on Epic. Wait, why am I talking about Epic right now? Why did I bring up Epic Game Store? Oh, because we're talking about Fortnite.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Sorry, that was like a mess of a tangent. I don't think I want to see it, right?
Senua Kiosk, the place to go for classic Yua dishes.
Okay, Hollow Knight's coming up, man. Silk Song's coming up, dude. Oh, please be this
Could
year.
you
I need the
explain to me
points.
how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Don't tell me to relax. This is my entire life, dude. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm putting on a show. If you want to see our league, by the way, Lollipopper.
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Yeah, I think Queso and NBK are in like the best positions at the moment, followed by a Blue Velco and Hench. Wait, how many people are there? I'm obviously fucked.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
The order it put us in is, I think, it feels randomized. And it was our bidding order. Or, not bidding, draft order is the order that it's in.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock, and now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Zhi's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Zhi, but...
There's our team right there.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
This is turning into a real...
Cryoculi. Oh, Cryoculi. What up, man? Thanks for the follow. You sound like someone who's a fan of Genshin based on that name.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
Nicholas, why would you do this to me? Oh no. Didn't even crossed my mind. We're not gonna see a Cryoculi for like 5 more years, dude.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Yelan, so has the plan failed?
We need Hank to find the Chinaware clip.
Oh, if we
I don't know if
can't
he's
figure out
around
where
at the
Jay
moment.
went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father.
Or NBK can find it really fast too.
If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, He wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor.
Crackuli speaks. The animation in the story is more realistic than the other story quests. I'm not sure. I see what you mean.
Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Dude, if Microsoft buys out Team Cherry, oh my god.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation.
Dude.
Jur-E may be vigilant.
They totally would, though.
The same is true for his drinking buddies.
They would. But would Team Cherry go for it, is the thing. I feel like there's no downside because Microsoft is so open about putting their games on other platforms now. Including Switch. And it would potentially be like the first... Never mind, I don't know the history of the games they own being on PlayStation.
In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
They're way too small for I. Wait, what does that mean? How was someone too small to be acquired?
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him,
look at these
we
visuals
have
right
to
now.
accept a little risk ourselves.
Classy.
Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jur-E might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Wait, that's Aloy now? That's so funny. Oh. The theory makes very little sense. Yeah. But also, like... It's not like Bungie needed to be bought. It's not like Bethesda needed to be bought. They can fund themselves. It's always been Aloy? I don't know about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I just link the tweet? I mean, you can. I'm not gonna click on it.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Genshin Tea House.
Maybe they did try to get them, Diggs. Nothing in terms of spoilers. Alright. I feel like Lollipopper wants me to see it. I hate this. This means nothing. What are you doing to me?
But where are those who share the memory?
Ooh. Why? What is this?
Join me
Wait, why does that mean it's a day one on Game Pass? Why does this tweet mean that? I mean, and I'm asking because I want to
If
learn,
you'd like to see
not because I'm
Liyue's
saying
tourist spots,
that's
I
wrong.
have a few references.
Does green circle mean Game Pass?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Oh man. Okay, no more leaks. No more leaks, dude. Yeah, of course it's gonna be. Because Microsoft is buying them.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue.
Wouldn't gliding be fast? Brace yourselves.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that.
I bet this guy's gonna turn out to be alright.
Qingshu Pool is always
And our
crawling with
suspicion
monsters.
is
Most people wouldn't dream of
warranted,
going there.
but
It's one
incorrect.
place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them.
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
No, but that would make Yelan look bad. And she's the main focus of this, so... Oh my god, you're right. It did. I don't remember that until you just said that. Grandmother team.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't.
Whoa, we're
workers
going
left an
in?
emergency access route. If we can find, still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any risk.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
He streamed a couple times, like, last month.
They have other things to take care of first.
Before that, it's
We couldn't
been
afford to wait for them.
what feels
They'll
like
join us
over a
later.
year. They want me to bring Hydro and Geo. Well, I say, team of grandmas. Oh, they were giving me Yelan.
Busted.
How good is this Yelan? Oh, she has her signature weapon, of course. Oh my god. With impossible stats. And 8, 8, 11.
Gutsy. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Shine down! Right now, right here.
Wheel of Life.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Oh, they're playing my song! They never play this song, like, actually in-game. I used to listen to it on the OST all the time. Dude, every song is my song. I'm obsessed with everything Poyo Mix puts out.
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Oh, no, no.
Emerge, right now, right here. Born of ice and frost. Go.
Wait, what is... Oh, Daikon. Reddish.
Take it easy.
Dude, what's all these orbs? This is kinda cool.
There is no escape.
I could even make more orbs. Oh, popped. Dang it. Put on my camera. Oh, I can't take a picture. Dang it. Oh, I'm delivering these orbs to these spots. Alright, Lollipopper. Good to see you again, man. Have a good, morning, or whatever.
The water's gone down.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, look! Is that another way through?
I said morning. Bye-bye. Down, up.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Gotcha. Game's up. Friends.
Good. Show them. Emerge.
So many things floating around me. It's really cool looking. Really? Beneath the stone? What does that mean? What is this way? Ah. Dude. Is Silk Song actually happening?
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up.
What am I gonna do?
Now we should be able to move the statues.
Ooh, the statues. Oh, they're glowing spots. Overthought this. Not face this way. You believe? What if they just bring it up and make it a 2023 thing? That's which is fine. Let it cook. But also, I want some points, man. I know next year nobody's gonna let me bid on it again.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Pardon me for trying to have a convo.
Did I miscalculate? Go.
Point now. Bust it.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed.
Yes, above. That's Asian name for sure.
Come on, bottoms up. After you,
Meaning
of
Fatui.
course.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. That went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
Okay, we'll move on
You're
then.
more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling
My
after
apologies.
one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Jurye. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Qian Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can... heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right.
What special event is EZA hosting right now?
He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can.
Hands on? Oh, from Bloodworth, huh?
Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now.
I wonder what that guy meant when he said all these animations are more realistic.
How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
So ominous all of a sudden. This reminds me of why I hate Ni no Kuni too.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great.
Ben went to. Cool.
Huh?
Well, I'll have to catch that as a VOD.
What the?
Which is perfect, because I'm working tomorrow.
Sure,
Thank you, Diggs.
You poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
Is he a good guy, actually? And he was tricking these bad guys?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself
he
for
did
this
poison
position.
his own teacher
and
still.
in the end, I even had to poison
It
my
wasn't
own
fake.
teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge.
Whoa.
I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become 1 as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you.
Look at Yelan. What a goofball.
It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Juri, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
What? How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Jerry, you...
Shh, 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 shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Got him. In sync. Ooh, the Millilith is here? Oh. Why give me control of this? Can I leave?
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
I wouldn't know what Uncle Tian thinks.
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tian ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Is Uncle Tian gonna be okay, dude?
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tian was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough!
Huh?
Life
Whoa,
is
what
like
the fuck is happening?
It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days?
This is a new song.
It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning
Oh
everyone
my
against
god,
you.
yeah. All the other Fatui.
I have an opportunity for you.
These facial animations.
Huh?
Cryoculi. Is this what you were talking about?
Sorry,
Oh,
things
it's
are
over.
about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be
Whoa,
dangerous.
Paimon, are you
You
okay?
should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Bum, bum, bum.
Illusion shattered.
What do they want me to do?
Today,
Dower Synthetics is launching a new institute.
Dower today introduced the drone.
So we ran a few tests. DNA, retina scan, fingers. Nothing.
This does not ring any bells.
this is not like the last time.
But it's kinda sick, dude.
We have powerful friends now, bitch.
You're not a regular cop. Cops don't wear sneakers.
I do.
She doesn't know, does she? Tell me, what happens when she learns the truth?
Oh, anime. Oh, that must have been a while back, huh?
Unless you have only one.
This was a backdrop of constant motion.
You feel pain?
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Definitely a bit budgeted, but looks like it could be a good time.
Sometimes it's not up to us.
It's the closest thing I've seen to
Sometimes they wake you up, you know,
Metal Gear Rising.
with memories of yesterday.
Stone.
Wanted Dead. Cube 4. Is there a demo? It's on everything, too. Well, everything.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Wait, people are impressed by these graphics? I'm surprised the comments are into the graphics rather than, like, the substance. Nothing really stands out to me graphically. Oh, that's interesting. Uh, 8 AM following day. Yeah, I guess easy to be impressed. I teleported to the wrong spot.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the
Is that
absence of
Baiju?
rain.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
see that tree?
Sorry, T6 and XY.
Wait, you understand?
But
So,
fuck off.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage
Yo,
already done will
he's
not
curing
happen
him?
overnight.
You know, I always thought Baiju was a little sus. But, I mean, he's clearly helping him out.
Dr. Baiju, is
Let's
my
go.
father going to be...
I didn't know Baiju would make a guest appearance
You
here.
needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
What does that mean? There's...
How did they successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful.
I don't know, I think people relate water more to life.
Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
But no. No element is known to be... inherently good or evil.
Uncle Tian will be heading off.
Snake
now.
is cute, dude.
Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself.
Snake is the
while you
main
recover.
reason I'm interested in him.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Other characters have mascots, but like Oz... Well, yeah, no, Oz does speak. Huh. Never mind then. I guess it's not that unique. But I do love that snake. It's really cute. Oh, he acknowledged me.
You're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it. Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clear again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude.
Why don't they do it together?
People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But when I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden
Hi.
agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. what I really admired about Jury was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose
Mostly
that specific
boring.
liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Jury now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yenfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price.
Only Yanfei says that.
Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui.
Yo.
Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
So this was your plan all along.
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Whoa. They're dropping Harbinger names right now?
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
Correct.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement, although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
Say Sumeru. I dare you.
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out.
Look at Paimon's reaction. She's so cute. What the hell? Oh, there you go. Look at this. Put in all that effort.
But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Good God, that was so long. Gotta spend my my resin for the day. Want some more books. Hey Hank. I know you don't play this, but you're really good at remembering small lore details. Can you guess what my current team comp all has in common?
Shine down. Come on out. Come on out. Right now. Come on out. Right here. No touching.
Immortal.
Next on the agenda.
I don't know if that's like the correct term, but I suppose.
There is no escape.
They're all really old. Which is, I think, what you were trying to say.